Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of my new series, which is called The Scenic Group. Now, my last series, Use Your Wings, of course, wound up with my show in Tampa, and as you guys know, that show was the decider for me qualifying for the Olympia. I needed to finish 5th to get points to qualify for the 2018 Olympia, and I finished in 6th. So I missed out on the Olympia, and of course I was really gutted about that. I've had obviously some time to think about it since then, and I actually don't really think it's a bad thing. So of course after Tampa I said hopefully I'll be starting a road to the Olympia series, and I am obviously not, because I am not going to the Olympia this year, which is, it's kind of weird actually. You know, I've been the last 2 years, so it's kind of bizarre seeing all of my friends getting ready for the Olympia and I'm not. But I do think it's a blessing in disguise, really, for kind of where I am in my life at the moment. So, my reasoning behind the scenic route is, you know, often in life we can't control things. You know, things happen and we have this plan for what we want to achieve or where we want to go, and so often things happen that change your path, or you know, you have to take a different route, or maybe you change the entire direction that you want to go in. You know, you don't have a fixed path. There isn't a path that you have to walk down, and I think, you know, I've kind of joked about it before. You know, I got into this sport late, and of course before I got into the sport I was a lawyer for 4.5 years, and I often joke about taking the scenic route to getting where I've got to, because, you know, I didn't really need to go to law school for 4 years and then work for 4.5 years as a lawyer, but it's kind of, it's been a interesting road to getting where I am now. And the thing about life is that you only have one of them, and we can't always plan for everything. Sometimes our plans have to change, and what I think is most important is that you are making the most of all of the opportunities that you have on your journey, that you are making the most of the changes in direction of your journey. You know, so, you know, at one point I would have thought missing out on the Olympia was the end of my career, the end of the world, and I don't feel like that, which, I mean, initially I was really upset when I didn't qualify, but, you know, now that I've had more time to think about it, it's, you know, there's no reason I can't try again for the Olympia in future, but then there's also no reason why I can't do something completely different. And I really just want to focus right now on just enjoying life a bit more, and, you know, enjoying taking the scenic route that's not so goal driven, not so goal obsessed, because I would say that, you know, I'm such an all or nothing person that when I am in focus mode for something, that's everything, and I'm very hard to knock off course. So, you know, it did take a hit for me not qualifying for the Olympia, but in hindsight I think it probably is a blessing in disguise, and it's forced me to sort of reevaluate, and, you know, I really just want to have a bit more fun and enjoy being able to go away for the weekend with my boyfriend and not have to be doing hours of cardio or dieting really strictly, you know, just kind of being a bit normal. So yeah, this series is going to be a look at my life when I'm not, I guess, so focused on the stage, and I want to be able to bring some new and different content to you guys as well, you know. So I'm not going to have to train as strictly. I'm still going to be working to build up my glutes, which is you know, a weakness for me if I'm going to compete again, and try for the Olympia again. But, you know, I can do a lot of other stuff, you know, outdoor workouts and, you know, different types of training that are useful for you guys and kind of applies more to people who aren't just bodybuilders, you know. So I think it's a great opportunity to be able to do more, you know, in my business and building my brand, and to give you guys more valuable content that you can really use, you know. So I'm excited. This is the first episode of the Scenic Route. So I'm not going to talk too much about the content in this episode, but what I'm going to be doing in the new series is actually doing like a wrap up at the beginning of the series that kind of covers what's been. So I am almost 2 weeks post show now. I've had an amazing trip to New York, so this episode covers my show, the Muscle Contest Pacific USA's, where I finished in 3rd. It was an amazing show. I had a great time there. It was very well run, and it was also great having my boyfriend there with me, and you know, I was just a lot more relaxed, and I think there wasn't a huge amount of pressure. You know, a lot of shows this year, all of them really, you know, I put a lot of pressure on myself. You know, I did both the Arnolds, which are of course huge shows, and then Pittsburgh was a tough one, and in front of judges that I don't usually go well in front of, so I'm always kind of more anxious and you know, more worried going into a show where I know that I don't typically do well with that judge. You know, it's always going to make me a bit more on edge. New York Pro, of course, I was defending my title, so it was a huge amount of pressure. Of course, I wanted to retain my title. I finished in 4th, which of course isn't terrible, but it's not 1st either. So, and then the couple of shows that I did since then, which, you know, I needed points for the Olympia, there was a lot of pressure with those shows as well. So it was really nice to do a show. I only decided a little more than a week out. I was like, you know what, I'm still ready. I might as well just jump in and do it. And one of the main reasons why I was still staying ready was that I was going to New York to film and shoot content with my new sponsors, Gaspari Nutrition, for a couple of days. And so that trip was already planned. I knew that I was going to be wanting to stay kind of looking my best. So it sort of just made sense to do that show. And it was driving distance, you know, so we drove over the day before, stayed a night there and drove back after the show, and it was, you know, very low-key. And, you know, most shows for me, particularly when I was living in New Zealand, it was obviously a huge amount of expense to come and do a show. And even living in America, if I'm flying to the East Coast or whatever, it's still a really expensive weekend. But it was nice to just be able to jump in the car, cruise down to San Diego, and, you know, get on stage. So I definitely think that next year the Muscle Contest stage will be one that I will be stepping on again. It was really nice competing at home, and now I live in California, this is home. So yeah, it was a great experience at the show. The day after the show, I had a photo shoot with Rob Sims, who is, he's a very well-established, kind of old-school fitness photographer. He's been around for years, and that was a potential cover shoot for a magazine, which is really cool. So you will see if that ends up happening. I've done cover shoots before, and they haven't ended up covers, so you just don't really know. But he reached out to me to shoot, so it was a really cool opportunity. I always love working with different photographers, and, you know, I always learn a lot, but you always get a lot of different styles as well from all the different photographers that you work with. So it was really cool. Then I flew to New York, and I made my sponsorship official with Gaspari. I spent a day. We had a videographer out there, Omar, who is actually California based, which is really, really cool because we'll be able to create lots of cool content together in future. And we had a photographer there, Ludwig, who is incredible as well, and I worked with him before. I'd worked with both of those guys before, and so much fun to work with, so it was a really fun trip. The Gaspari headquarters is pretty awesome. Rich has got like a full gym there. We filmed some content, so I did get quite a lot of behind the scenes. So that was a great trip. I have been holding off on posting this video because Gaspari aren't announcing my sponsorship until after the holiday weekend that we've got coming up. So I thought it would make the most sense to have this content coming out once it's actually official. So the sponsorship with Gaspari has been in the making for a long time. You know, it's been quite a drawn out process. It's just been you know, announced that Rich has taken over full control of the company again, and you know, it was sort of a slow process with getting the sponsorship all ready to go, of course, because he wasn't in full control at that point. He's brought it back, and Gaspari is all him, and he wants to really revive the brand. And I'm really excited about working with him. I haven't had a supplement sponsor for all of this year. I actually, you know, when I left BPI Sports in January, I've had a lot of companies, you know, approach me and make me offers, but I really didn't want to sign with just any company. I really wanted to wait until I found a company that I felt was a really good fit for me. But also, you know, there are a lot of companies that make great products, and there's a lot more to me that's kind of more important than that. You know, Gaspari has incredible products, very high quality, and, you know, everything is tested, so you know that you're getting exactly what you think you're getting and what you're paying for, which is very important to me when I'm recommending supplements to my clients or my followers. But the thing that I love the most about working with Gaspari as a brand, particularly now, is that this is Rich's company. This is his thing. He created the company. He's had incredible success building this brand. You know, a lot of bodybuilders will create supplement companies and they kind of sink. You know, they don't do that well. Gaspari is, I would say, one of the few kind of that are made by a bodybuilder. You know, it's his name. And it's done really well, and he is so passionate, and that's the thing that I really love, the idea of helping him to revive his company and, you know, working closely with them. It's a small team, and it's going to be, I know, a lot of great opportunities and a really valuable opportunity for me, you know, to learn from Rich and to soak up his knowledge, and yeah, I'm really excited. So it was definitely worth waiting for that opportunity. So I got lots of cool footage behind the scenes whilst I was there. We shot a bunch of content, and that's going to be coming to a brand new website soon, which is awesome. And yeah, I shouldn't talk too much. I haven't really done much of an update on all that's been going on. It has been a very action-packed couple of weeks. Recently, as you guys know, I moved from Santa Monica, where I was living for the past year, down to Huntington Beach in Orange County. The main reason why I moved down here was to join in a business partnership with Jeremy Bondier coaching, and that didn't work out. So obviously it's, you know, sort of a pain in the butt that I moved cities for that opportunity, but, you know, I'm definitely better off on my own, doing my own coaching and, you know, running my own business, building my own brand. Yeah, so it's kind of annoying, but I actually love Orange County and I love being here. So, you know, I may end up moving back into LA, I may not. I have no idea, really. I didn't plan for that to kind of sink so quickly, but it did, and it's definitely for the best. So I'm excited to build my team and, you know, really focus on what I can do for you guys more than anything, you know. And when I'm prepping for a show and I'm dieting hard and obviously training hard and tired and coaching and working all at the same time, I feel like I'm not as good at sharing stuff with you guys. You know, I'm not as good at writing articles for my blog and all of that kind of stuff, because a lot of the time I'm smashed, I'm exhausted. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to being able to do more of that stuff for you guys, and I really want to know what you guys want to see in these videos. You know, what do you want me to share with you? And obviously there's a lot of stuff that I will be sharing. It's all part of me taking the scenic route and enjoying life a bit more. But anything that you guys want to see, please let me know. I can't read minds, so I don't know what you guys want to read or see on my pages and my videos. So please let me know. If you can see behind me, it's a large pile of online shopping. I figured since I'm going to be out of activewear and maybe like doing normal people stuff and like fun stuff a bit more, I've just kind of gone a little bit crazy online shopping, and I thought for my next episode I'll do a little wardrobe shopping insight, so you guys can see what I attempt to do with my fashion when I'm not wearing activewear, which is something that doesn't happen often, but it's going to happen more because I'm going to be living my best life and having fun, and of course wanting to be fit and wanting to look great as well. But it's not going to be everything to me. I'm going to be, as much as it can be mentally tough, you know, I'm trying to just live with a lot more freedom, and you know, I am reversing out from my show. I'm not going crazy on food. I'm eating intuitively. I'm going to put that in the next episode as well. We'll do a full day of, you know, what I'm eating, when I can eat whatever I want, and talking more about the way I view intuitive eating, and you know, how to come out of a show and kind of enjoy the lifestyle again without so much restriction. It's mentally tough, and it's, of course, a lot of us would love to be shredded all the time, but we can't. You know, it's not healthy for your body, and it's not maintainable, and you're going to end up burning out. And the more shows that I do back to back, the more burnt out I get, and the harder it is for me to actually get in condition. So it's time for my body to have a bit of a break. It's time for me to have some fun, let my hair down, and I hope you guys love this episode. As I said, anything that you guys want to see in these videos, please, like, leave a comment, send me an email. You can go to my website, shanajanefitness.com, and you can message me directly from there. And of course, my blog there has a bunch of articles which I'm going to be adding to, so keep an eye on that. Check out my website, shanajanefitness.com. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel here so that you can get more notifications of each video that comes out. So that's a wrap. I'm going to stop talking now, otherwise this video is going to be so long.
I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all.
It is show day morning here in San Diego, muscle contest, and pancakes are going down. So I have eaten my pancakes. Show day morning. I had athlete chicken yesterday here at Muscle Contest Pacific USA's. I am going back to the hotel to do another coat of protein, and then I will be going to get my hair and makeup done.
Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out. Ooh, 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 show you what I'm all about. Ooh, 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 make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love.
Finished with my hair and makeup, and I'm actually kind of in a rush. It's supposed to be at the venue already by now, so I will probably not get much footage until I get there. I'm very lucky that I've got Earl here so he can pick me up out front, but I will make sure I do get footage for you guys soon.
I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head.
I was in the first call out today in the top 3, I hope. I think my eyelash is coming off a little bit. I haven't been very good at filming this trip because I've actually just been super chilled out and not stressing and enjoying having my man here at the show with me. The only downside of having blonde hair again is that the makeup gets all through it. Anyways, we are hoping for a top 3. I will fill you guys in on what I did differently from Tampa, etc. After this. Hey guys, it's Sunday. I had an amazing time at the muscle contest show yesterday. I finished in 3rd place, and I will do kind of more of a debrief about, you know, the package I wore and what I did differently in my peak. So it's Sunday. I have just been to have my makeup done with my girl Chloe. She is amazing. I don't know why my throat is so raspy. I think I probably talked too much yesterday, but it was an amazing show. I had a great time, and I definitely would love to do more muscle contest shows. It was really nice to be able to compete like at home and to not have to fly anywhere, to be able to drive, and I was really relaxed and just it was just a really amazing experience. So I'm very happy with the results, and I'm incredibly happy for Naman to take the first place in that show home. She really deserved it. I couldn't have been happier for her to take that one out, so I am very happy. I'm off to do a shoot right now on Malibu Beach. I'll try and get some footage for you guys because it is freaking beautiful out here. I mean, obviously I'm from New Zealand and New Zealand is incredibly beautiful as well, but yeah, California is pretty amazing. So hopefully I'll get some good footage for you guys, and then tomorrow morning I am off to New York super early, and that's going to be a really exciting trip. And again, I'll be trying to film as much as I can. I've said this before, I really didn't film that much at the show, or you know, even the lead up to the show, and mostly that was just because my man was there with me and I was just spending time with him and relaxing. And you know, it's kind of easier to film when I'm by myself and I've sort of got nothing else to do other than you know, do my clients' work and film content for you guys. I will do a lot more of a wrap up on the show and what I did and what my next plan is. But first, let's go and show you guys some of Malibu Beach. Just like that, Candace saves the day. Makes me look ready for the camera. Can't decide where the light's good, but we are ready for action. dialogue this trip, but we are out here in Asbury, in New York, well, in New Jersey, and we are filming content for Gaspari, and it is so beautiful out here. We've got Justin, one of the other athletes, and Ludwig's out here doing photography, and we've got Omar doing videography, and it's been an awesome day. We were filming at the headquarters this morning. There's a full gym at Gaspari's headquarters. It's pretty dope, so it was really exciting to be there and filming. So this is day 2 of my Gaspari trip. Signed my official contract today with Rich, and it is all go, and it's very exciting, and I'm so glad to be a part of this team. This place is so cool. You have to pay for this beach before 5 p.m, which is crazy. I've never heard of a beach where you have to pay. Whole squad here. It's been a super fun couple of days with these guys.